So reminder, this is Roundup ready corn. So this only applies to Roundup tolerant corn. Man, do we have a lot of corn. Still a little foggy-eyed this morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to fit this one in before work, and it's my birthday. So let's take a look at this cornfield because we're gonna spray some weeds. The plan today is to spray out weeds and grasses, but we do have some broadleafs starting to come in. They're tiny, and as always, our thistle is really bad out here. So I'm hoping to knock that thistle out today, spraying glyphosate. We're going to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on our way to V6. You want to spray this corn before it gets to V8. That's what the label says, 30 inches tall with a V8 phase. So we're right now at V6, perfect time to spray. All the weeds are less than 6 inches for the most part. That's what the label says, 4 to 6 inches is ideal. And then we do have germination of some new weeds coming on. It'll knock all that out. We should be able to clean up this cornfield. Because this cornfield looks so good and is not planted on rows, I'm still having a really hard time driving the tractor through here and intentionally running over so many stalks. With a field this narrow and a path down the middle, the plan is to take the gun wand and to go around the whole perimeter, spraying in, lobbing it in there. That is not going to be perfect coverage, but as an 18-year applicator, I got a pretty good feel for how to spray evenly and get a nice even coverage without just soaking everything down too bad. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm solo today, so I got to figure it out, make it work. I just don't want to run over my corn. It's just too pretty. I just can't do it. So if I was on rows, like you guys say, no big deal. But I just cannot stand the thought of running over all this corn. So I'm going to use the gun on the back of that sprayer and just go around the perimeter. If I sound a little somber and down the dumps, it's because I got Rocky Mountain spotted fever from a tick I pulled off out here. It's a Lone Star tick. I pulled 3 off me. And sure enough, about 7 to 10 days later, started getting whole body aches, chills, crazy nerve sensations. Went in, they tested me. Sure enough, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. So tuck your pants in, tuck your shirt in, spray yourself because you do not want this. I feel like dog doo-doo. But not gonna let that hold us back. It's early morning, birthday. Let's go spray some corn. I'm gonna rinse it out real quick. So this only applies to Roundup tolerant corn. We are spraying a 41% glyphosate. This is labeled for use of Roundup Ready post-emergent application. You go up to 1 quart per acre of the 41% glyphosate. We do have dew still on the leaves out there. Ideally, you would spray later in the day once that dew had burned off, but we don't have that as a luxury today. I am mixing in a little bit of NitroSurf to give that a little extra kick. I'm going to put about 2 pints of the NitroSurf per acre, 1 quart of glyphosate per acre. Put about half my water in here. I know it's going to take me about 25 gallons if I were to get good even spray coverage. So I'm going to use the same amount of solution using the gun, just knowing when I boom spray it, that's about the right coverage for that 3/4 acre field. I'm going to go 24 ounces of glyphosate. It'll come out to about 1 ounce per gallon, so it is not a hot solution, but that is what the label says. Next up, I'm going to put 2 pints of the NitroSurf, a nitrogen-based non-ionic surfactant. Let's go spray some corn. So we've got grasses coming in, we've got dandelions coming in, we've got some thistle, which we've always had thistle out here. I've never had great thistle control. And then we've got some wheat that'll get sprayed off at the same time. It is quite the little variety out here. My only concern with that rate at 1 ounce to the gallon of solution, it may not knock out all those broadleafs. Like I was saying a second ago, spraying first thing in the morning is not always ideal because you've still got dew on the leaves, and the dew will pick up the chemical and actually cause it to roll off. So you don't always get as good of a kill. But one huge benefit to doing this in the morning is there is no wind, as you can tell. So you can spray 360 around this field and not be worried about the wind switching back into your face. Good looking broadcasted cornfield. Let's go get it cleaned up. Great time to remind everyone to please read your label before using any herbicides and always wear the proper protective gear. That includes eyeglasses, face masks, gloves, long clothing that'll cover your skin. That way you avoid any dermal, eye, or oral contact. Always pay attention to the wind, keeping the wind to your back, and be cautious of the wind swirling. Please use caution when applying herbicides. As easy as it gets. Did one lap around the entire perimeter and then did 2 passes down the middle, keeping the wind to my back, and got a real nice even fan across this field. I think if you take your time, you kind of know what you're doing and real gently lob it and then kind of work your way back in, you can get that nice even coverage. And on only a small 3/4 acre field, I just didn't have the heart to come in here and run over these beautiful stalks of corn here. So I think it'll ultimately accomplish the same goal, knocking out a lot of these weeds. I do have a lot of thistle. So you farmers or chemical guys, if you know a pre-emergent that targets thistle, let me know, because I don't think an ounce to the gallon of glyphosate is going to knock that out. And every year for the last 2 or 3 years, a lot of thistle has come in. So drop a comment, let me know what pre-emergents on corn could be better for knocking that thistle out. Quick and easy video just showing you guys how I sprayed the Roundup Ready field corn out here in the dove field. I'll be doing a separate video that'll drop shortly, spreading brown top millet in the backfield back here. Another dove field we're working on. If you guys follow the channel, you know the gig. If you're new, welcome. Be looking for that video dropping soon. But for now, we got our corn sprayed out. All we got to do is wait. And reminder, this corn was broadcast spread. If you're new to the channel, go back and watch those videos. This is broadcast spread Eagle hybrid glyphosate tolerant field corn. We also incorporated 100 pounds of nitrogen to the acre at the same time of planting, incorporated into the soil with this corn. So it should be well fed. This corn was planted at 3 times the seeding rate. Broadcast spreading, there's a level of inefficiency there, so you're not going to get perfect germination. But we also have a major deer problem out here, where the deer have come through here and clipped off a lot of our corn plants already. So by planting at 3 times the rate, we can account for some of that mortality. But with 100 pounds of nitrogen to the acre, it should be well fed. Look at all the deer damage. My gosh, they ate out this whole patch. Look at all the weeds too. Man, this thistle is relentless. So if this stuff interests you, go back and watch those videos. I'll drop links to them right here at the end. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're getting a lot of new subscribers, which is awesome. Just a nerd out here doing dove field stuff, and hopefully you'll nerd out with me. But until the next video, when we're out here broadcasting the millet, I really appreciate you guys watching. God bless, take care.